Hi, this is Gene from Listening In. A couple of years ago, a huge storm, a derecho, swept through Iowa, and it spent maybe only 15 minutes in this area, but it swept across the entire state, and it did a lot of damage. It tore off roofs, it flattened some houses, it definitely flattened some barns, and it took the corrugated steel grain silos and smashed them like they were tin cans. But the worst thing that happened is it knocked out power for many of the residents here, and my power was out for 7 days. So during that 7 days, it was kind of a struggle to keep the phones charged, to have some basic lighting, to keep cool. That was difficult. I didn't have a generator, so I decided to figure out a way to have some portable power, and this was my solution. Over the years, I've seen a lot of ham radio operators and went to a lot of ham fests, and I've seen a lot of these batteries being sold. And this is a 12 volt battery with 12 amp hours. And as you can see, its floating use and cycle use is about, well, it's 13.6 to 13.8 volts, which is perfect for running radios and also providing some basic lighting. But when I seen this battery, I needed to figure out just exactly how I was going to make this practical, and rather than just carry it around and wrap a wire around the contacts. So I went searching around for different things, and I built some stuff into it. And the first thing I bought was this double cigarette style plug, and hooked it up to the battery to plug things into. And I put some connectors on there that would fit on the terminals correctly. And I also bought this 110 volt power converter, but it also has the ability to charge phones. Excuse me, that's upside down. Let me flip this around and made it easier to have the feet on it that way. But as you can see, this is 110 volts, so this would be enough to run, say, a small laptop if you needed a laptop, or to charge some other things or some basic lighting. And it has a 2 amp or 2.1 amp and a 1 amp USB port, so that's ideal for charging cell phones. I also went looking for some basic lighting, and I found these two rechargeable flashlights, and these are kind of neat. As you can see, this one's extremely bright, and it also acts as a lantern. And this is a small pocket flashlight, which is very bright, by the way, and this also charges off a USB port as well, if you could see that. And I added a way to charge it. And this is how the batteries charge. This is one way. This is a 12 volt solar panel. But I knew I needed something bigger to charge a battery this size and do it really well. So I went out and bought a solar panel. And this solar panel puts out 20 watts. So it's bigger. And it works through this solar panel controller. It's a part of a solar charger. And this has the ability to charge the flashlights and to charge phones as well. It can also has the ability, this battery has enough power to not only charge cell phones and charge lights, it also has the ability to run radio equipment at the same time. Okay, and here's the package put together. And I have 2 large alligator clips, and this is coming off the solar controller, off the controller panel here, which is hooked up to the top solar panel. And that goes to charging the battery. So right now the battery is technically charging, though I could put some more light on it to make that better, but I just wanted to show you how this works. And hooked up here, and at the same time, I'm charging my light. So this has the ability to charge one thing, but then I have these 2 cigarette style plugins. And what that's running right now is, you can see there's a red light on that plug, and that's going to a small citizens band radio. And this is a small AM/FM. It's a Cobra AM/FM citizens band radio, and it's pretty low wattage. It puts out about 4 watts, so it would be actually ideal for like short range emergency communications on both AM and FM. And this has the ability to do these multiple things. So I would have communications and some basic lighting. And I could hook up more to this as well too, because there are other ports, as you can see here on the bottom. Those are ports on the bottom to plug in other things like lights and maybe some other charging implements. I also can put another USB plug in there and charge 2 other phones at the same time, or whatever. Okay, so thanks for stopping by. I won't take up any more of your time. So that was my solution for some basic emergency power, and that ran me around $110, $120 to complete. And I built the box for it myself, but you don't have to build a box. I'm just kind of handy with wood. You can put it in a Pelican box. You can have it in components and put it together in the field. Just some ideas there. Okay, thanks for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your day. Thanks. Bye-bye.